Today's video is a bit of a follow-up on yesterday's. I've had a request from one of my subscribers, Junior Weir, ex-military. Thanks for your service, Junior. And he's asked me to give you some idea, him and viewers, some idea of potential rentals here in Armenia. My name is William Hutchison. I'm the owner of the two real estate companies that you see in the thumbnail. I have to refer to my notes. I've selected 4 property. I did a search on the major internet real estate listing site here. 102 came up in the parameters I put in, which was basically rentals between $300 and $500 a month. And they are 3, 2, and 1 bedrooms. I had to eliminate some as I went along. I selected the first ones that popped up that were acceptable. There's some things that you have to know about Armenia. You have to know the barrios. You have to know the level of the apartment. For example, in Armenia, and I think all of Colombia, if you don't build more than 5 stories, you don't need an elevator. Elevators kick in at 6 stories. And I only know of a couple buildings here that are less than that actually have elevators. So you can see apartments on the 4th and 5th floor. They look really good. The price is really good, but you're running up and down stairs every time you either leave or come back to the apartment. So I eliminated those. I also eliminated some in the barrios that you wouldn't want to live in. I'm going to give you just brief comments on what I think of them. There's 4, as I said. I'm going to leave the links in the comment section below, and you can have a look at them yourself. If you go into Finca Rays, which is where I was, you'll see a lot of perhaps acceptables. For example, I only have 1 3-bedroom. I think that's pretty big for someone, especially alone coming here for say 6 months. I have 2 2s, and I have also a 1 that you may find suitable. Let's get started. The first one that I have is on Centenario, which is a good area. It's maybe 4 or 5 blocks from the main street, but taxis here are so inexpensive that it's not a consideration if you're taking a taxi. It's 900 square feet. It's on the 14th floor. It's $1,800,000 a month, which translates at today's exchange rate of $450. And it doesn't look like there's a pool. What you'll find here on some of the newer condominiums is they'll build and get them occupied and then put the pool in later. I don't know if that's a financial consideration. When you're doing a 100 unit condominium building, the pool expense pales in comparison, but for some reason, that's the situation. Most of the buildings over on Centenario, especially the high rises, do have a pool. So it may just not be mentioned here. As a reference point, yesterday when I did the video of the essentials, no more than 900, my rent in there was 500. So I think the total came to 888. If you add 388, let's say 400 for round numbers to these rents, then that's what it's going to cost you to come here for say 6 months. You can get a 6-month contract. Thing to keep in mind is there's 1 here that's furnished. So you would have to furnish. I think if you took that step, you'd have to know that you were going to come to Armenia. It's going to cost for a 3-bedroom. I did a video maybe a month ago, maybe a little longer, on furnishing from top to bottom a 3-bedroom. I think the video was about a 2, and then I added another $500 for a 3 because you'd just be looking at doing a bedroom. So add $400 to these rents. So this apartment, the very first one, 3-bedroom on Centenario, you would be in for about $850. That's the essentials plus the rent. The second one is a 2-bedroom, but only 1 bathroom. It's about 450 square feet. It's on the 10th floor, has a pool and a gym. It's in Fundadores, which is a good area, and it's furnished. So you're not going to be laying out any money to furnish the apartment. This one is a pretty good price. It rents at $375. So you add $375 to the 400, you're in under $800 a month to live here. Again, referring back to that video I did yesterday, there's things in there that aren't included, and you'd have to have a look at that video to see what they were. The next one is on, it's a 2-and-2. It's in Bavaria, which is a good area. It's a little bigger, 800 square feet. It's on the 9th floor. This has a pool, jacuzzi, gym, and a sauna. And it's also $1,800,000 a month, which is $450. $850 a month to be into this apartment is a really good deal. The last one I like, but you'd have to furnish it. It's a 1-and-2. It's 550 square feet, but it's in Laureles, which is probably the best barrio here for walking to things that you'd need. And anything that might be a little bit out of the ordinary, maybe you need to see a doctor or a dentist there, a cab ride of $1.25 away. So it's a really nice place to live. It's quiet in the evenings. It's only, most of the barrio is only 3 or 4 blocks from the main shopping center in Armenia. It has an upscale supermarket. It's close to banks, close to some nice little restaurants where you can go and have a coffee or a lunch. It's just a nice place to live. Thing I like about this is it's a duplex, and the bedroom is on the 2nd floor. Kind of an attractive feature where the bedroom's very private, and any activity you can do on the main floor. It's $1,600,000, $400 a month. That is just a sample of what's available. 2 things I should tell you about. When I did 3 bedrooms, there was a lot of 3 bedrooms. I only took the first one. So you can have a look at the listings if you choose to go back in yourself and have a peek. The second thing I want to tell you is administration here is not what you might be used to, and some of these listings might already be gone. Right now in Armenia, the listing area is really tight. There's not a lot for rent, and people that get into something that they like and the price is right and it's in a good location, they hang on to it for years. So those really good properties that have been taken up don't come back on the market very often. A lot of the listings, if they're good, they'll go in a day or 2. So it's something that needs to be kept an eye on. My recommendation here would be to get into something for maybe a month and use that month to look around and familiarize yourself with Armenia and maybe find a spot that you found really suitable. That's it for today. These last 2 videos kind of go hand in hand. Have a look at the one that's, I think it's titled $900 tops, and now this one today, and you'll have a reasonably good idea of what it would cost you to come here for 6 months to rent and to live. William Hutchison, Armenia, Colombia Realty for Expats, and Salento, Colombia Realty, signing off. Have a great day. I live in paradise, and you can too.